There is such a special bond that happens between you and your pet, right? Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of the Parrot Bliss Bond, and the now bringing to you, it used to be, soon to be, now bringing to you Tink's Oil, a CBD oil, which is parrot relief for your parrot. CBD oil is phenomenal. It does things like help your parrot. If you have a parrot that has separation anxiety or that's plucking, there are things that you could do to, for example, help your plucking parrot. Today I didn't recognize Zeus because his plucking is like doing better. He's actually recuperating some of his feathers after a couple of years. It's amazing. So if you want to check out Tink's CBD oil, please be sure to visit parrotbliss.com. This is Chikara, and he is a special parrotlet. I don't know, huh, Chicky? We just really get along. Chikara currently lives in the parrotlet aviary. The aviary is like 5 by 5 feet or something like that, and it has an A roof, so the top of the A roof is, I think it's over 6 feet or something like 6 feet, so that I can stand in the aviary. In the aviary right now, there's over 10 other parrotlets with Chikara, which is interesting to me because people say that you can't have 2 parrotlets together, but Chikara, he has one buddy. They do have one best friend, BFF, best feathered friend. When it's the opposite sex, of course, it's a potential mate, but it's a life mate. They really do click and bond with the mate. But even though Chikara has over 10 buddies and one really good friend, he also really likes being with me, which I love. I hate to admit it, but having your parrot, having my parrot, whether it's my yellow-naped Amazon or my Cape parrot or Chikara here, having your parrot hang out with you and just be with you and then sing, because sometimes he goes doop, 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 doop. He was in the car with me today and I put music on. I was listening to Dua Lipa and I swear he was singing because I turned the music on and all of a sudden he's like chirp, 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 chirp. Very cute. But having your parrot basically appreciate you, bottom line, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel kind of special. It makes you feel kind of loved. It's like, oh, I have a little itty bitty cuddle bug. And I have a companion sometimes when I'm running errands, or sometimes I have someone to make sure there's no spiders in my hair. That's special. I mean, you know, what is he doing back there? No, I mean, he's nesting. It's evening. He's like, it's time to go and find a place for the night. But what's so interesting to me is that I think that is really a two-way street. I really do. And I guess I have to clarify a little. If you only have one parrot, they can be so bonded to you that they really become dependent on you, and I think it's unhealthy. If your parrot has a parrot kind of thing, or you have 2 parrots and they get along, then they can still really bond with you and hide in your hair and still bond with themselves, and they keep their parrotness. And I think it's really important for a parrot to keep its parrot spirit while it gets to bridge the parrot world and the human world. But I think that bridging that and crossing over to the human world, you know, that you don't want them to be lost in the human world because they're not human, but being able to bridge it is really special, and I think that's the two-way street. It just is like so cool for me. It's like a blessing, just an absolute blessing every day to get to hang out with Chicky, have him in my hair, or any of my parrotlets. I love my aviary. I walk in and 4 to 6 parrotlets jump on me. I probably need to wash my hair afterwards because, you know, at that point it has had some special parrotlet conditioner. That's not really true. Like, it doesn't seem like they poop in my hair. But, you know, like, if you have a parrot leg, you know they poop. They're itty bitty at least. But, you know, it's so cool. They'll come on my shoulder. They'll come on my arms. If I put my hand up, they'll come on my hand. It's so cool. And I think part of the reason it's so cool is because you get to kind of see what a parrot's like, kind of see what another creature's like, kind of get a sense of their spirit, of certainly their characteristics, their personality, their mannerisms. It's so neat. A parrot, you know, they fly. I just, like, some part of me can't fully process that because I can't fly. I was watching Cammie out back earlier today, and, you know, she's flying to my husband, and then she flies again. And I'm like, look at that. She kind of flies in the same pattern. I go somewhere else. Go to another part of the back area. I want to see how she switches her pattern. And she does things like she's coming in to see him, and she kind of goes low, and then she goes up, and it's like so cool. I mean, low, like she's gonna go into the pool, then then she swoops up. She just looks like she's having fun. She's probably enjoying the sensations of flying. She certainly enjoys bonding with my husband and me, but I'm a little more bonded to our other macaque, Kailani. But, you know, it's just such a special thing, and I really think that it is for the parrot too. So that is something that's really meaningful to me. That's why parrots are my bliss. And I do think that any animal could be your bliss. Parrots, I love animals, but parrots just, it's like they own me. I don't know. Parrots, it's when you bond with them, it is just so incredible. And I think that knowing how to bond with them is really important, because cats and dogs are so domesticated that I feel like they just bond. The other night, I don't know, my husband got on a theme, and we started watching parrot documentaries, which was really cool. But a lot of them are about how they've lost their habitat, how they, you know, just the trials and tribulations they're having, because they either have been poached, or they've been hunted, or they've lost their habitat, or the ones in captivity. Big parrots, you know, they're a handful. They're very challenging. They're incredible. They're huge. They're majestic. They're intelligent. They're like small children, and they're also like small children, you know, they really require a lot of time and dedication. And so we saw, you know, stuff on rescues, and it seems like there's a lot of rescues, and it seems like the rescues are overwhelmed. Some of the rescues talked about having to turn people down because they just don't have the room, they don't have the capacity. And so I think it's so important to really focus and hone in on what you love about your parrot, the bond you can have with your parrot, and really enjoy your parrot so that they don't end up in a rescue kind of thing, and so that they get to experience the magic of a human while we get to experience the magic of a parrot going shoop or chitter chattering, you know, doing the beak grinding, which is a sort of like a self-soothing. They're maintaining its beak maintenance, but it also seems to be a sound they like to make when they're falling asleep, or sometimes they sort of chirp themselves to sleep. It's like a lullaby. It's so sweet. So that is something that's so meaningful to me. I think it's a part of what drives me every day, what drives me to make videos, what drove me to write my book. Be sure to get your copy on Amazon.com. And what has driven me the last 2 days to convert some of my cages into a big cage. I've got this project. I'll make a video at some point. It's close to being done. But you know, the hard thing is, the end is like the hardest part. So I happen to have that perch lives in my bathtub. We don't use the bathtub like at all. And so the perch is in there so that we can put the parrots, like when we bring a parrot into the shower or in the, you know, in the bathroom, they have a perch. And when you're making a perch, you know, one of the problems is, like, I measure and I so that the parallel lines are gonna line up, because everything has to be like T and squared and fit perfectly. Otherwise it doesn't fit quite right. And it gives you a little leeway, but my project, I'm making a frame out of PVC, and oh, it's a little short. Oh my goodness. So yesterday and today, I've been working very hard. We've both been working hard. My husband's been working hard to get Tink's oil on the website. And the reason it's called Tink's oil, if you aren't familiar, is because we developed it. I started the product when we had a green cheek conure, Tink, who had some, what do you call it? She was given to us because a friend of ours who has a bird shop said that she probably flew like into a window or something and had nerve damage or just really bad damage. So she couldn't fly and she had a hard time walking, and then she had seizures. So I developed it for her to help her with the seizures, and they really helped. With that kind of damage and everything, of course, she had a short life, which was just heartbreaking. We just adored her. But yeah, so my husband's been working on getting Tink's oil on the site. I've been working on this cage so that I have a second smaller aviary. So I'm gonna have the walk-in aviary where Chikara is and where Macaroon is. And then I'm gonna have a smaller aviary for some of the current babies I have that I'm keeping. And then I think we'll see what happens. Everything, one of my favorite things about doing videos is every day is a new adventure. Every day there's something different going on with the parrots. Every day there's a different challenge, or there's just always something that I'm trying to work on. And some days it's a little more obvious, or I see something I have to deal with, or I reach a milestone. Today I reached a milestone with Zeus. I just can't believe, he and Hera and Venus are pluckers, and Zeus, I didn't recognize him. I'm like, where's Zeus? Where's my naked neck? And so it's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to tell which one Zeus is. And that's just like such a fantastic problem. It's very heartwarming. Now, I am also working on, I've had a couple people ask me, they're going to be getting a baby Amazon or a new Amazon, how to prepare. So I'm going to be working on that video for you. I'm going to work on the video to show you the new aviary that is made out of the wire cages. What do they call them? It's not the, it's the smaller cages, like for a parrotlet. It's not the really hard metal cages. It's the end of the day. I'm tired. Oh, but anyway, and I'm going to consult with some of my experts to talk to you about the diet for a Cape parrot. And then I've had requests for more kike videos. The kikes are awesome. My Indian ringneck, and I let her be in her box and stuff like that. So I'll give you an update on her, what she's doing. And I got a companion for her. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but anyway, so those are some of the things that are coming up. And now Chicky and I are going to call it a day, publish the video, and go down and feed the babies. Have a wonderful, blissful evening, and give your parrot a kiss. If they have a hook bill and they might bite you, you can, blow them in the air. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.